Price just hit that 1 minute volume imbalance. We're gone. I think we're gonna drop all the way lower if I'm being real with you guys. But we'll see. If I'm right here. I was tempted to get that thing too. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. It's red. This one's just melt out the gate. I'll be real. It's like just gonna melt out the gate, guys. So let's watch this 5 minute fair value gap. But what I was looking at was volume imbalance right in here. I was tempted to get in there. I think it's gonna go straight melting here. We'll see. You know, I'm buying at the lows, but this thing wants to run away. Or I feel like it's gonna run away here. Run away, run away. The stop loss in place. Right here. I only say that because, like, out the gate, we had this immediate drop, just boom, and we had this volume imbalance here, and price reacted to that. This is before like right before 9:30, had this immediate drop. So I feel like price was in a hurry. It's kind of ahead of its game, and I think it shows him that wants to drop. And I think if we drop today, guys, you know, it could be wrong here, but I think if we drop today, we might go. I mean, all the way lower to 20,000 if we drop. I think it go really, really low today. So what I'm watching. This right here. I want to see this whole price. Kind of like how we closed outside this 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see this act as a breakaway gap. Meaning, I don't need price to trade back to this 5-minute fair value gap. So I just want to see this tear away. We'll see if we get that. Hmm. Okay, what's the higher? It's just spent too much time in here. I just keep watching this though. This one more time. We have the contracts. SMT here. All right. So let's see serials will play out or not. Um, what I did see is we ran higher, taking out its liquidity pool. S&P not make a high. I saw a breakdown on the seconds chart, and that's why I'm in the sell. These lows look like they're in jeopardy. The block of price action right here, it look like in jeopardy, and then these lows as well. All right, guys. So I'm in some sells here. 10 contracts on Nasdaq. Reason being for the trade, price paid its base, ran higher, taking us pull liquidity right here. S&P did not do the same thing. We start breaking down the 5-second chart, and I'm expecting a run below here on the Nasdaq 100. So what you're looking at is the 1-minute chart. We'll see if we get that delivery or not. But I expect a run down here. Eventually, you can see if we get a run down here and really lower. I think we can go all the way to 200 today. We'll see. If you look on the seconds chart, this kind of breakdown I saw, it's a lot of candles here. So try to bear with me, but you can just see price going up like this accumulation. You see it distributing. You can see when it starts breaking down, trades higher into this up close candle, breaks down, up close candle, breaks down. Every up close candle seems to be respected. It's breaking down. So I'm expecting an aggressive run below here because I like to see where price accumulated from. I want to see price distribute. So that's why I kind of got it on the 5-second chart. And let's see if we see that delivery. This is a Nasdaq again, 5-second chart. Expectation is, if you look closer, this is a 10-second chart. So I kind of have like a matrix here. I'm looking at the 30-second chart, 15-second chart, 10-second chart, 5-second chart. All right. I think it's a pool of liquidity that we should run through. So we'll see if we get that or not. Based on the 5-minute chart, if we can run below here, if we can, we should get a run below here and maybe aggressively. We'll see. Something else. But price has been super ugly overall. So we'll see if we get this run or not. Something in me just feels like it's going to drop lower. It's my instincts. I think this price of action right here is pretty obvious. It's going to be stops resting here. I would think they would at least run this out. We'll see. If we start getting above this fair value gap here on the 1-minute chart, then that's going to be problematic for this run lower. So ideally, we should not trade above this with a candle close. If not, that's problematic. Yeah, it looks problematic for pricing at this point. Very closely. Yeah, I don't want to see a candle close outside of 1-minute fair value gap. The wick is cool. Candle close can be problematic. Right. So nothing wrong with this wick in here. There's also a little fair value gap right in here if you look closely. So we'll see if this one's now drop lower. So we had that close outside fair value gap. That's not ideal at all. So we didn't want to see. So this one's take off higher at this point. Just giving it a little bit of time. See if it wants to reject. Mm-hmm. Okay, then want to. So yeah, this trade now like fair value gap. Looks like it's accumulating here. So I got out earlier. If it drops back down to these down close candles, then I'll take a long. Have the right spot. Right spot. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. I can see this going higher. We're just gonna watch this one today, guys. Let me get out. I can see this one going higher though. Something feels a little off. I don't know what it is. Give it a little time to breathe. Something feels off about that. Yeah. I was really brief. I'll just watch some guys because this is something's a little off. I do like how it seems like we're expecting this fair value gap, so it could push higher. But man, for some reason, I just don't like this chunk of lows here. I just don't. I feel like it's just a trap right there, and we're still in this 5 minute fair value gap here. It's not highlighted, so perhaps I was risking too much on that trade. We're gonna risk 5 contracts, which is half my usual risk. I'll be more comfortable doing that. So I was risking 10. I wasn't ready for 10 contracts right now. I already took 2 losses, so I don't want to risk more. Now I'll put my stop loss here now. And let's just see. I'm comfortable risking 5 at this moment. And if this thing's to explode, it's probably gonna explode really, really aggressively since it's rejecting the low side. I want to see this to get taken out personally. I'm gonna risk what I can swallow. Right now I can't. 10 contracts for me feels a little off right now. So I don't want to risk that. Something is off about this move. Something is really off about this move. Something's off about it. I knew something's off about this move. So I'll take a $120 loss. There's nothing wrong. Something is off about this move. I can just feel it. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I mean, still staying within this fair value gap, so that's a good sign. That's why I'm even holding this trade. Price has been staying in here, so it's showing like once accumulate. That's a good thing. I guess it's showing signatures that it wants to use here. This fair value gap is traded in here without going outside of it. And we're seeing down close candles being so this ones where I'm seeing that it wants to be bullish. But it's dancing around too much. It needs to just take off. It is, Friday price action as well. That's what we're dealing with. It's dancing too much. I mean, Frank, I'm not excited by this price action. It needs to move. It needs to move. I like what it's doing here. It's respecting this fair value gap. Cool. But it needs to really take off now. Okay. So it did all this accumulation here. So we should be keep on pushing from here. Look at this fair value gap here. The auto accumulated within here. That's why we didn't see any body. If you look, it used a 480 level, 20,480 for all that accumulation. So this should be able to push higher now. Now the question is, does it get to the ultimate highs, which is does it get to Monday's highs? That would be quite interesting. I don't know if it has energy to do that. Let's see. There we go. Let me screenshot this. This actually, as much as that was annoying to stick through, but I mentioned how if we do get above this fair value gap right here, that would be good for our trade. So I closed my sales early, and then we accumulated price in this fair value gap. And now we've pushed higher. Now, as much as we push higher here, S&P has not followed suit. I would not want to see these down close candles give way. If not, we're in for something else. This needs to keep pushing here. It's accumulated here. There's no need for it to do anything else, in my opinion. We're gonna add more contracts. Added 5 more. S&P needs to give some energy here. The main signature I like, two things. I like how we accumulate in here, it's fair value gap, and we're pushing now. What I don't like is the S&P's, it's moving now. It's starting to, it looks like it wants to pick up a little bit. But I don't want to see us give up any down close candle, in my opinion. I feel like if it trades into a down close candle, like how price traded lower in here into this order block, took off. If it's do the same over here, I want to see it take off. I don't want us to lose any ground here. I think they did a lot of accumulating of price in here. See all that accumulating right there. It's fair value gap. Signature right there. We're at the 480 level. Price has accumulated and now it's pushing higher. Ideally, we don't want to see price give up any down close candle. This right here, at this order block, keep moving us higher. The question is, right, do we climb all the way to these highs right here? That'll be an interesting price drive. That'll be a move from, what is this, 2,500 all the way to oh, 26. It'll be a 100-point move if we do it. If we do it. Where's my mouse? Because start giving up ground, I'm not going to be happy. Trading this down close candle. I want to see that support price. Yeah, so this must be stubborn. I'm not feeling this, guys. I sense stubbornness here. I sense stubbornness. I sense stubbornness. This is yeah. I sense stubbornness here. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna try one more time for shorts. This price actually been very, very back and forth. So this has been a lot. I know it's a lot back and forth, but it's Friday. It's not really picking a side, and when it makes a wiggle, a certain wiggle, I'm kind of seeing it, and I can't ignore it. I personally didn't want to see any down close candles give up, and this one gave up. And it looks like we're starting to, after taking these highs out, right? And S&P 500 not do so. Looks like one start breaking down. There's a fair value gap right in here. Like that. I'm just trying to move with price, move in group of price, because it's Friday. It's doing the tango. This is good. There should be no need to trade back this fair value gap. If it's good, if it even trades back, it has to be a quick rejection. So price has been doing the tango at 9:30 opening price. It dropped. We go higher, higher. Again, around these highs here. Trading to a 4-hour fair value gap. S&P 500 not follow. This move higher. We're not starting to get this breakdown here. So ideally, I want to see if we can run below this chunk of price action here. A lot of traders have the stop loss here. We'll see if we can get that. It's Friday. Price action has been very ugly, if I'm being real. but I can see this making that push below here. Let's see if we get that on Nasdaq. Again, this is a 1 minute chart, live markets, trade on YouTube Live. So we'll see if we can get this drop lower. Price has been doing the tango today. You know, sometimes it goes up, goes down, goes up. Now let's go down. It's Friday's price action. Let's see what we get. Expecting a run below here. Okay. Now I don't think this fair value gap should respect price. I don't think price respects fair value gap anymore. It should go through it aggressively. So I put on 10 contracts here because I want to be short today. I just want to be short today. I'll give you guys my read. So this blue shaded area is the 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, it's a high time frame level. Straight up. All right. So we've been failing every time we go in here. We're rejecting it. Right. Went in here once, reject it. We come back in here, reject it. Then we come back in here, reject. On top of that, S&P 500 is not falling route. S&P 500 is not going higher. US 30 is not going higher. We have this chunk of price action that's still down here. Whenever I see that, I'm still mentally, I'm looking to see if they want to go for this. There's a lot of buy stops or liquidity up resting here. So I want to see price trade to that. And then even here, we created a swing high, created an order block here, dropped a fair value gap here, dropped, and this is around the 500 level, institutional level. So I want to see if this can deliver price lower. Again, it's using this fair value gap here, which I don't want to see, but it looks like it wants to use that. Right now, it's taking a little bounce there, but we're still in this series of this up close candle here, this up close candle here. That is still protecting price to go lower. And if we're to go outside of that, this fair value gap. But I like, again, how we trade in there only one time and reject it. So I don't think it needs to necessarily go up there again. Okay, so let's just keep watching. You get a new chair. Colosso, you know better. You know better, buddy. Come on. See, price took a liquidity here. It looks like it wants to push. I didn't want to see that, but we still have this fair value gap. See if it wants to defend price. Notice how we even failed to get in there so far. price action. So Fridays are typically tougher days to trade. See how price reluctant to go anyway. It goes up, goes down, up, down. So I'm just going with the flow of what I see. I want to really see it push through. If it pushes through that fair value gap, if it could push through this one, I'll be more comfortable, right? Because right now it just keeps on getting into it and rejecting. And this run here took out liquidity. If you look at it from a bigger picture, what we have now is a break of structure. We have boom, price breaking the structure. And we want to see if it retraces. Yes, we want to see it drop lower though. But this fair value gap is, notice how price keeps on reacting to it. So that looks like it's holding off pretty well. So I'm trading a top step challenge account. My goal is to pass a few of these in front of you guys. That's that. So I'll show you guys where the balance is once I'm done with today, win or lose. You can see how price is really just ugly here. Wicks everywhere. Yeah, it's like wants to go one way, that doesn't want to go one way, then it turns like it's ugly. It's not moving any speed. It doesn't want to pick a side. If you look at it on the 15-minute chart, if you're looking at it, look at the 15-minute chart, it looks very, very ugly. Very ugly. It's one of those days, if you're not being very skilled, if you're a day trader at least, not being very skilled, just sticking to one side, then it becomes tough. I mean, in fact, no matter what you do today, no matter what, it's going to be a tough day. Today's a really, really tough day to be trading the markets because not decisive. Usually by now, we would have had an idea of where price is going. But all we've had is just creeping up higher. So what I do like now is I'm just trying to. We have this trend line. So typically, what well, I'm trying to just pace smart money logic versus retail logic. See who wins the arm wrestling match today. Against a very, very ugly price action, I'll be 100% real with you. But what I'm seeing is price create this trend line, and typically retail traders like to use that for buying. So move here, we've touched it here, it took off, we've touched it here. Ideally, this should take off price. I like to see the opposite happen. I want to see this as a trap for retail, where it looks like once take off, then just slam through everything, or at least slam through these lows. So this to me is like retail will see this as a trend line, and I don't want to see this trend line get respected. Okay, this is paint smart money versus retail. This is a first of all, it's a very ugly price action, but retail traders typically see a trend line like this, and they'll get happy the fact that price touched it here, it took off, touched it here, it took off, touched it here, it took off, right? But I want to see that get destroyed. So I want to see the logic of retail fail here because it's a clear, in my opinion, trend line that a lot of traders see. And their expectations, if it touches the trend line, it should go higher. I want to see them just kill that logic, run below this low, run below this low. That's what I want to see. But before we get that, from a smart money perspective, we have to trade below this fair value gap. That's the way. But let's just see if this retail logic will hold up or if smart money wins. So it's an arm wrestling match right now. I want to see this trend line get obliterated. I want to see price puke out the guts right here of retail. So I want to see if that's going to happen. Just watch this one close again. This is it's Friday. This is typical Friday. Not really picking a side. Just gyrating back and forth. But still, with this trend line in place, I want to see that get destroyed. So in 10 contracts. See what we get. Ugly. Oh, goodness. Ugly price. Let's see if retail wins this battle. Let's see, trendline traders win today. Let's see. I don't like how it close like that is fair value gap. That's too close to home. This up close candle now. This up close candle needs to hold price. I would definitely go for those highs. So here's where like we also see, as much as it's a trend line here, we're also seeing this fair value gap here. This one looks like the one that they're using to hold off price to accumulate. Looks like they're using this fair value gap to accumulate. So I might give it, but again, it's ugly price actually. I want to see it still drop. Don't get it twisted. We haven't really traded outside this fair value gap here. And this order block is still in place. So that's still okay. What I'm saying is though, the way we failed, we tried to go below here, we haven't gone below there. That's not a good sign. This could easily take off now. Now, if we start breaking down again, I don't want to see this fair value gap stop price because what we've done with this move here is take out anyone else short and move their stop loss lower. We had this knee-jerk reaction here that's taking out these highs. So if this really wants to go lower, it should just scream lower now. It should not respect this fair value gap here. So I'm gonna outline that. So it wants to take off. Yeah, it wants to take off. Completely honest here. I'm just gonna hold on to it. So it wants to take off. This down close candle should support price. Let's see. Just watching. Palazzo! Palazzo, please stop. Please, buddy. Hey, bud, come here. Stop it. Sit down. Stay. Good boy. You stay. Good boy. They're respecting that fair value gap. Here. Got that knee jerk reaction here off this trend line. Boom. Taking out anyone that would have moved the stop loss above the swing high. Trade into this 1 minute order block up here. Step up those candle. Trade and hit there. Now it should really melt. Okay, this is good. It should really melt. Keeps on touching this retail trend line. And I don't think retail logic is going to win today. Not today. I don't think so. This is live markets, by the way. See screen. I want to see this melt. This fair value gap here, though, is floating price. Which also coincides with retail trend line. I want to see this get ran through. Let's keep watching. We had that knee-jerk reaction here. So we're starting to break down. So ideally, it's just a drop. Price is ugly today, man. I mean, 1 minute chart looks okay, but look at the 5 minute. Look at all these wicks. Let's look at all these wicks. Like, what the fuck do you want to do with that? You know? All right, guys. So this is retail logic failing here. You see that in action. Okay. Man. This goddamn fair value gap needs to get out of the way. Just let it go. Let it go. I don't want to see a break and retest. You know, retail logic where it trades back in here, breaks, and when it breaks the trend line, it retests. I don't even want to see that. It's okay to touch the top of this order block, but I don't want to see it really trade and touch the body. So at this point, it needs to just drop from here. Like this, I don't want to see a break and retest. None of that. I just don't want to see that. Price could come up and touch the top of this candle, but I don't want to see it touch the body. I just want to see this drop. Well, there goes your break retest. I don't even want to see that break retest personally. This fair value gap is not giving up. This fair value gap, guys, this is not giving up. This thing wants to accumulate price here. It's not fucking giving up. Okay, well, we have this order block here on the 1 minute right here. Let's just see a drop price. You're gonna give up. It's about time to give up. Come on now. Guys, it's Friday price action. It's not trying to pick a side. It is being tough. Friday. See, I'm trying to capture the moment on my phone when price was drop lower, but it's like trying to catch Bigfoot at this point. Because this thing doesn't even want to do anything. From a time perspective, this is not healthy. If you're expecting a move, it should really have already happened. What time is right now? 10:30. Okay. I'll give it like 20 more minutes. Top of the hour. I'll give it like 20. I'll give it 20 more minutes. This is bullshit right now. If I'm being completely honest, I'm just gonna erase the trend line because means it's kind of bullshit in my opinion now. What's really stopping price is this fair value gap. It doesn't want to give way. It looks like it wants to accumulate there. It's not want to give way. Let me see how it looks on regular trading hours. Maybe that can help shape our perspective today. But this is retarded. I mean, regular trading hours, it could easily come after these highs here, if I'm being real. So, probably gonna get out of this trade. All right, we don't want to get out. You know. Right. Yeah, I don't care to be in this trade. Sorry, guys. I just this price is obviously he's doing nothing, so it's likely to go higher from a regular trading hour perspective. It's taking too much time to accomplish anything here, so it's pointless. I'm not gonna struggle and arm wrestle this shit. It had its time to go higher. I mean, to go lower. So at this point, even based on a regular trading hour, let's look at it. All right, we have these highs here that price could easily go up there and pierce these highs right here. That's probably what it might do. I just don't care. Like, let's look at a 15-minute chart. You can see like the arm wrestling match. But off the liquidity pool, if we're looking for a target, will be these highs. But keep in mind, S&P 500 is being weak today. See what the dollar's doing. Because that was like wants to drop, so that could yield to this going higher as well. But so you have these highs in here that price could take out. And all it's been doing is just like 50-minute, it's 5-minute chart or 5-minute. It's creeping up there, hasn't taken it out. And you saw me try to go short, it's being super reluctant. If I was them, I was running higher, honestly. Let's go to the 50-minute chart. You can see a 50-minute chart, all this bullshit is dancing around. But I really want to see if we're bullish just push up here around these highs. We're getting closer to the election, and they're just holding this price stagnant. That's what I'm seeing. Like very, very ugly price action. Very ugly. You saw all I was trying to do today. I don't even know how much I'm down to. Let's see. Probably 1,200. 1,300. So negative 1,300 for a day. I'm okay with it. Like this, it's not doing nothing. Chopping up Friday. So and then on daily chart, if we're looking at it from a daily perspective, I'm just gonna take everything off the chart. The reason why we're also struggling in here, of anything happening, if you look to your left, look at this daily fair value gap. Price is really just hanging out in here. That's why it's been hard. Like it goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Like it's not really choosing a side during this fair value gap. All right, until we overcome it. It's just like that 1 minute fair value gap we saw on the lower time frame, right? Let's look at that 1 minute time fair value gap. You see how it's hanging and banging in there. It's not really this. We're like, like for me, it should go higher. Honestly, it's probably wants to use this fair value gap to accumulate price. You've seen every time it goes in here, it's like rejecting. Like over here, for example, it went above it, rejected, rejected. It's like every time it goes in here, just accumulating price, accumulating price. The point is, it's just moving up and down to there. That's what we're seeing on the daily chart until it really picks a side. In my mind, though, it seems as though they're using this fair value gap. The amount of times it's gone in here and not close outside of it, they're using it to accumulate price higher. I just don't have the mental capital right now to, there's plenty to make it. This down close candle should move price higher. They're serious. So let's do this just for gaming's sake. Where's that price at? I don't even care to do anything. Okay. But let's watch it. This down close candle here should push price higher. So we're just gonna do it. Let's see. One last try here. Let's see if price is gonna give this or not. Put a stop loss right there. Okay. This should, if it's serious, this should push price higher. If not. So I'm risking $200 on this trade. I'm just gonna put it right below this fair value gap, actually, right here. But this down close candle to me should support price. If it doesn't support price, then why do I say that? Looking at this one, this is a fair value gap. Trade outside of it, I want to see use as support. And then we also have this last down close candle in here. So I want to see that can use as support and perhaps run above here. Just about to close the stream, but let's see if we get this run here. It's into the order block. Let's see. All right, nothing, guys. I don't care. This shit. I'm just gonna let it breathe. I'm gonna let stop loss do this thing, whatever. But I really don't like this. Look at that. Larry wants to do nothing. Yep. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. All right. So I'll close them out. It's not serious. It's not doing nothing. It's just not doing nothing. Look at this. It's too ugly. I mean, what could you have done like this? Literally, it doesn't want to do shit. It doesn't want to go higher. It doesn't want to go lower. If it's to go lower, I want to see this get snatched out. We can look at it from the 15-minute chart. And this is junk. Okay. Yeah, junk. All right. So I'll close on out. Friday price action. All right, guys.